Hey everybody, Terry coming back at you with another review. But this time, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have reviewed nasal snuff and dip. But there is still yet another form of smokeless tobacco yet to review. And I'm going to do a whole series on this kind, so I hope you folks will enjoy. That type is Swedish Snus. Yes, sir. This is some pretty interesting stuff. Now, I've only been using this stuff for about 2, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks. And I kind of enjoy it. It's quite a bit different than the norm. So, Offroad is going to be our very first brand of Swedish Snus that we're going to review today. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and dive down to my table, take an up close and personal look at this snus. And this is a loose snus, so we're going to hand break us a Prilla, and we'll throw it in when we come back, talk about the taste. Alright everybody, here we go on the up close and personal with Offroad Liq or licorice. Now, as you can see, it's got a nice top on it. This is kind of indented in. It's almost as if they used a portion snus container, but without the actual lid. I mean, you can see it's kind of indented there. Now, on the side label, you can see it says Offroad Liq or loose. LIQ plus, which basically means licorice. And even on the black, you see a little bit of a gray in the background that if you actually follow it around, just looking at the background, it says Offroad. And you've got the warning label up here, all in Swedish, so you and me here in the United States cannot understand it. Now on the back, we have what I assume to be yet another warning label. Now here it has what I believe is a made on date and a best before date. I know that's best before date. Now this one here is best before 4/30/2017. April 30th, 2017. This is a 37 gram container. Now, if we open this up, you can see this is I've taken a few pinches out of this, but you can see it's a nice, real soft material. It's almost got a silky texture to it. It makes it very nice, very easy to work with. So, let's bake us a Prilla. You just put it in the palm of your hand here like this. And I've actually got a little bit much. There we go. Just put it in the palm of your hand, and you take your fingers and you just start pressing it together, working it together. I tend to really work it because I like my Prillas to stay together. I haven't been doing this for very long, but I've had a couple that kind of come apart on me because I don't think I worked them well enough. So now I do a little bit better job. Now we have a nice little hand-baked Prilla ready to throw in the lip. So let's throw it in the lip and we'll go on up for the review, shall we? Alright, I've got my Prilla here. We're going to throw it in the lip. It goes in the upper deck, which is pretty difficult to get used to if you're anything like me. You throw it in the upper deck, just let her sit. So, we're going to let this soak for just a minute. Meanwhile, let's take a whiff of it, shall we? See what the scent's like. Look. It's got a really, really potent black licorice scent. Okay? And it's distinctly black licorice, nothing else. I don't even really smell the tobacco. It might be coming in through the foreground or through the background just a little bit. But primarily all you smell with this is black licorice. So, we're going to let this soak for a few minutes. It does take a few minutes to really kick in. The flavor is starting to come out, but let's see what happens when we come back, shall we? Now the flavor on this is really kicking in now. It kind of spreads itself out along your upper deck here. The loose stuff does, at least with me. The flavor is really coming out. It is distinctly black licorice and very prominent. You can kind of stick your tongue up in there. Still kind of strange for me, even after about 3 weeks. It's the whole way of doing this is a little bit strange, so you'll have to kind of bear with me. But yeah, I taste just a hint of that real dark tobacco taste, but it's a different tobacco taste. It's nothing like with dip. Snus, it's a completely different product. The tobacco is not flame cooked like it is with dip. Instead, it is pasteurized. At least from everything that I have read, it sounds like it goes through a complete pasteurization process. So it makes it the flavors come out in kind of a different way than it does with dip. Dip is very potent, very right there, very in your face compared to this. All of the flavors and everything with snus are more what dippers would consider a background taste rather than a foreground taste. But in this particular snus, everything is just really, really forward flavored black licorice. Right in the background of the taste, you can still taste tobacco, but it is very, very faint. Now the nicotine on this is, now for starters, nicotine in snus hits you much different than nicotine in dip. This, it's slow to come on, and it's more of a evened out type of nicotine delivery system rather than with dip, which just hammers you. A little bit later, it kind of dies down as the flavor dies down and whatnot. Snus, the entire experience is more of a evened out. It doesn't hit nearly as hard. It comes on real soft. But it comes on real soft, real gentle, and it just kind of stays right at that point until finally you feel it start to tape off and you can pull it out. Now this here, this particular product, Offroad Licorice Loose, I don't get very much of what's called mudslide with this, which is it starts to kind of come down on your teeth and between your teeth and stuff and gives kind of a black nasty look. I don't get a lot of that with this product. I've had it a little bit with a couple other products, and it just really does not look good. So, you know, me personally, when I'm out and about, I've been using the portion stuff, and when I'm here sitting at home, I use the loose. I enjoy the loose. But the portion stuff works better for when you're out and about, because you don't have to worry about mudslide, how it looks. Even pulling it out is very quick and easy compared to this. But yeah, and another thing for those of you who have not used Swedish Snus before, it's designed to be gutted, not spit. So no need for a mud jug really, which is kind of unfortunate. It becomes kind of a ritual for us dippers just to spit. But this is designed to be gutted. And really, no one ever knows you have this stuff in. And it's not bad at all. The nicotine, it hits different, and that takes a little getting used to. but with time and some patience, any dipper can figure this out. And so far I'm kind of enjoying it, to be honest. This is an excellent product. I enjoy it. I have a few more reviews that I'm going to be doing, and some that I'm in the middle of posting right now. So I hope you'll bear with me, and I hope you'll enjoy these reviews. So, everybody, this is Christmas Day. So I'm going to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Enjoy, y'all. And as always, don't forget to hammer up.